Hi, I'm Becky, your personal food and nutrition coach with Spark People. By now you know a great deal about how to make good food choices. You know what to choose and how much to eat. But eating is rarely that simple. We eat for so many reasons other than hunger and nutrition. Often, a particular emotion or feeling can trigger eating, especially when you are feeling angry, sad, anxious, bored, guilt, or even happy. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer with never, sometimes, or often. How often do you eat because you feel angry? How often do you eat because you are under stress or you're feeling anxious? How often do you eat because of boredom? How often do you eat because you're depressed? Do you ever eat because you feel guilty? Some people do not respond to these types of feelings and emotions by eating. Oh, but for many people, emotions trigger an intense desire to eat, particularly eating comfort foods in an uncontrolled fashion. How about you? Which questions did you answer with sometimes or often? These are probably your trigger emotions. Make sure you keep these emotions in mind, and we're going to get started on creating your own personal plan. With emotional eating, this is the chain of events that usually takes place. Something happens. For example, your boss comes into your office, pushes that deadline up for that project you've been working on. You think about it. Then you develop a feeling or an emotion. You become stressed or anxious about that new deadline. You respond by eating food. You hit the vending machine, grab a pop and a bag of candy. Another example of how emotions trigger your eating, perhaps you have nothing to do. You're sitting down to watch a TV show. A commercial comes on for ice cream. You think about the ice cream. You're bored. You decide you want that ice cream too. You get up, you make an ice cream sundae for yourself, and you eat it to take care of that boredom you're feeling. If emotions and feelings stimulate you to eat when you're not hungry, you can take control by breaking the chain of events. Break the chain by not letting something happen that might trigger an emotion. Don't procrastinate. It's only going to stress you. Plan activities to keep yourself busy and to avoid boredom. Find a craft or a hobby that you enjoy. Volunteer work or read a good book. You can also avoid or change the situation. Avoid the person who's involved. Now, I know you're going to think about the event. It's only normal. But you've got to break the chain by staying positive, being action-oriented rather than emotionally charged. Find a solution. Maybe you can pull another person into that project. Ask for a deadline extension. Remember, eating may feel good at the time, but it never provides a real solution. Listen to what you are telling yourself. Are you being rational and realistic? Is the situation really a crisis or just an inconvenience? Change the message that you're sending to your head. Don't be so negative. Be sending that positive message. Be optimistic. If the emotion occurs, break the chain by weakening your emotional response, if at all possible. Don't let your emotion take control. You maintain control of the emotion. Do a relaxation technique. Deep breathe or count to 10. Take a walk to relax or do light stretching. When you get angry at your boss, walk when you get home. Practice a form of meditation, yoga, work a puzzle, do a craft or hobby. You know, you can also stay spiritually connected, pray and read scripture. For some people, listening to music or watching a funny video will help them to relax and calm down. You can also break the chain by doing something other than eating. For these, maybe it is listening to music, watching a good movie. You can clean your house, organize that messy drawer that you've been dying to get to. Call a close friend or do a hobby. Give yourself a manicure or a pedicure. And you know what? You can also get on Spark People. Connect with your Spark team. They're going to give you loads of support and encouragement. Eating to comfort yourself from strong emotions or boredom is a learned habit. It is a habit like brushing your teeth. It is also a habit that you can break with conscious effort and a plan to replace it with a healthier coping technique. So your planned action. Think of an emotional eating event that you would like to change. If you find that you are eating due to stress or boredom, this would be a great place to begin. Make a plan for how you will alter the happening or your emotions to stop the eating response. Where can you break that chain? And also remember to take some time to visualize your success in handling this emotion. Finally, if the emotions and feelings that you are having are a result of happenings that are mentally or physically dangerous to you, please seek counseling and assistance from a community service organization or a trained health professional. Until next time, keep sparking.